It's 9 p.m. on the East Coast of America, and live from the WACA studios, this is Good Night. In the news this week, Queen Elizabeth's PR team has been set up an Instagram account for her in the royal family's newest attempt to snatch even more tabloid headlines. The photo in question was of a letter sent from a mathematician to the royals' family, Prince Albert, in 1843 at the London Science Museum. We here at Good Night, however, have obtained the second photo she plans to post. We're told the caption will read, "Hanging with the commoners today. Brexit is killing me. Hashtag royal family. Hashtag make a decision already." If you want to toss her and her PR team a follow, they're at the royal family on Instagram. In Russia this week, 2 American Mormon missionaries were detained, and this case is raising eyebrows. The American government has stepped in to offer their 2 cents, saying that it is the highest priority to get these citizens back. However, the details of how and why they were detained have not yet been released. Were they knocking on Putin's door? Putin doesn't seem like the kind to read the good book in his spare time. But that hasn't stopped Mormons before. The only other thing that I can think of is them being detained for is being too happy. Crossing the border in Russia, they're known for detaining any poor soul brave enough to muster a smile, and that's game, set, and match if you're a Mormon. My guess is they were thrown in jail with a bottle of vodka and a Dostoevsky novel and were told to get to work. More on this story as it develops. One of the central aspects of the famous Mardi Gras parade in Louisiana are the beads that come along with the event. It's a long-held tradition, but has recently posed a problem for the streets of New Orleans. The beads are far from sustainable, and according to the Huffington Post, over 93,000 pounds of beads were rescued from storm drains after the festival, with the majority of them going straight to a landfill. Some sustainable solutions, including a biodegradable algae-based bead, are being proposed, but are too expensive to hit the mainstream. The reason why I bring this story up is not because I traveled to New Orleans for the festival, but because I'm scared of the implications this will have on my Jordan's Furniture experience. It is a long-held tradition for Jordan's Furniture to give out plastic beads on my way to buy overpriced couches or see an IMAX movie, and I don't know if I'm ready to give that up. Don't get me wrong. I'm conscious of my carbon footprint, but this is just one of those things. I can't let go. I can't be wearing algae beads watching the new Avengers movie. It's just wrong. In pop culture news this week, there is officially 1 Blockbuster left in the world, but it has no plans to close up shop anytime soon. The second to last shop in Australia is closing at the end of March, which makes the store in Bend, Oregon, the final remnant of video rentals. In an age of streaming and in the age where there are kids in high school older than a Blockbuster, it's strange to remember renting movies rather than streaming them. But this isn't stopping the Bend Blockbuster from opening new accounts. The store is capitalizing on its loneliness by selling Blockbuster brand hats, magnets, and everything else someone trapped in the 90s might have. They have parties, breweries, tourists visiting them regularly, so it would seem that the last bastion of the bygone era is here to stay. A Kickstarter was even funded to produce a documentary about the store, which I cannot wait to watch on Netflix. And in incredibly sad news for $500, Jeopardy host and Canadian Prime Minister Alex Trebek announced via the Jeopardy Twitter account that he has been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Trebek has been hosting the game show for 35 years and is known for sassing contestants who think they know everything. Trebek asked for support during this fight and mentioned that he cannot legally lose the battle because his contract extends for the next 3 years. And finally, it's National Cereal Day, and we have asked our crew in order to get a consensus on what the best cereal it is. Here's what they had to say.
Todd, what's your favorite cereal?
By far, Fruity Pebbles.
Why?
Number one. I like the fake fruit flavors and the little pebbles. It's delicious. Can't stop eating it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Connor and I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal?
Yeah, it's National Cereal Day.
Let me try. Oh, dude, what's my favorite? That's a hard choice. What? You know, I'm gonna go with the old man choice. I'm gonna go with Honey Nut Bunch of Oats.
Kodo, what's your favorite cereal?
Hit that.
Hello.
Hey, Cameron.
What's your favorite cereal? Because it's National Cereal Day.
What?
Your favorite cereal, it's National Cereal Day.
Cereal?
Yeah.
Yes, like the one you eat.
I don't know. Fruit Loops.
That's all right. I like that choice.
All right, Connor. What's your favorite cereal?
It's Fruit Loops
Why?
because I like the sugar.
A lot of it?
Yeah, it gets me through my life.
John, what's your favorite cereal?
By far, Raisin Bran.
Why is that?
When you get to be my age, you need the bran. Oh, the power of live television here on Good Night. I want to thank the Velvet Ants for playing during the break. And the exciting news, we've got an exciting guest here tonight with us, Jen Maseda, the CEO of She's Local, Inc. She expanded the business after she created the success of the Metrowest Conference for Women, taking these live engagements and access conferences to resources to local communities across the country. And Jen is still the president of the Metrowest Conference for Women. And with tomorrow being International Women's Day, who better to have join us here than Jen Maseda? Hi, Jen.
Hi, John. I'm honored to be here.
Honor to have you with us tonight, and I apologize for the technical difficulties, but it's wonderful that you're here. Let's talk about what you've got going on.
Okay, so we are in our third year for the Metrowest Conference for Women. We started in 2017 was our first conference, and it was sold out in about 2 months. So we are really fortunate that we have such a great following. In the second year, we increased the amount of women and men that were in attendance, and we were over 650 with over 100 on a wait list. So it keeps growing every year, and it's such an honor to be part of it with a board of 24 amazing women and men. Again, we can't do it without advocates of both genders, right?
Well, it's amazing how many people you talk to, and everybody seems to be aware of the conference. Let's talk a little bit about the genesis of it and how it started, and, you're the mastermind behind it.
Sure. So I was sitting in another conference that is very large, extremely large. It's far away. It's not in our local community, and I was hearing two women on a panel, one of whom lives in Natick. And I thought, I've never heard this woman speak in Native before, and I was thinking, is there such a thing that happens within our local community where we bring these world-class speakers together and where we highlight local women? And there's not. And so to this scale, at least, to the scale of the Metrowest Conference for Women. So I brought together 6 of my friends who I've been working with for the last 15 years, and I said, we're going to do this, and we are going to make it on a big scale, not as big as 11,000 people at a conference, but big enough where you can make a meaningful connection with the women in your area. So when you go to a business meeting, or you go to the grocery store, you go to the soccer field, whatever your daily activity is, you're going to see the women that you've connected with at this local conference.
Well, I just think it's wonderful that you did it, and I think in today's world it's important that you're doing it because it needs to be done. Tell me some of the experiences that you've taken away from the first couple of years of the event.
We've heard from women that have really felt disconnected to their own community and are disrupting industries and feel alone and feel as though they don't have this support network of women that live close by them that are part of their own community and don't have access to the level of inspiration and connection that we can provide at these live engagement conferences. We hear from business owners who want to get in front of women who are making the decision about healthcare and about food choices and about travel choices and about that's the new nucleus of the family. Women have a say in where they spend their money and where they make their investments. Mm-hmm. And so we have an amazing group of sponsors that help to support, because the uniqueness about our conference is that it's $52. And that's unheard of for a full-day conference with this level and quality of production, essentially. And so we are ensuring that every woman, even $52, can be outside of the realm of possibility for some women in our local community. So we provide scholarships for women. We provide childcare if they need it. Whatever their hurdles are to get to us, we will make sure that we eliminate them so that they can have the same experience, because all women need that sense of connection, connection, especially now in this time that we're in, and it's out there. And so if we can provide this community of supportive women and model that behavior of women supporting women, we're going to make a difference in all of our local communities.
Well, you definitely are making the difference, and you grow up in today's age, and working moms trying to raise a family, trying to balance the work-life challenges that there are. Yeah. You want to be successful, grow your career, but the kids got to get picked up from school and got to do homework and got to raise a family. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I mean, what can people take away from the conference? To work on that.
The conference is not about women who are working,
Okay.
and I want to make that very clear. It's not a business conference, and that's the uniqueness of our conference. So we have open meetings, and we have one that's coming up at the end of March for anyone in Metro West that's interested in coming to the McAuliffe Library, where we ask women what they are dealing with in their daily lives that we can provide information and inspiration about at these local conferences. So that's almost unheard of, where you're reaching outward, you're reaching out to the local community and asking women what is it that they want to hear when they step into this conference. And then once we do that, we get these topics. There are 5 tracks. There's personal development, there's professional growth, there's entrepreneurship and leadership, there's family, and then there's health and well-being. And under those are pretty broad topics, right? So under those 5 tracks, we then guide women to share with us what about those? Is it finance within your personal development? Is it asking for what you're worth in your professional growth? Is it nutrition? Is it how to incorporate exercise when you're really stressed about your children or your life? So it's not one specific demographic that we're trying to cater to. It's every need of a woman within the local community in which we sit. And so we started in Metro West. This year we're launching the South Shore Conference for Women. Next year we'll be announcing 2 more conferences. So the word is spreading that local women are inspiring. And that's essentially what our tagline is. What local women are inspiring, and let's get a platform within these local communities that can continue to make that connection and inspire a woman who otherwise would not have that opportunity to experience what we know is possible.
Well, I just think it's wonderful. Kudos to you. So what's been some of your biggest surprises by doing all of this?
Oh, gosh. I would say probably the amount of women that are so excited about this local spread of message, where we're going into one community, but then there are women that are connected to that community in some way, and they're saying, hey, how about you come to my community too? Because, there's a real disconnect out in the Leominster area. I was talking to a woman just yesterday, and there's a disconnect within certain industries. Women in construction industries, let's try to connect them in a way that they feel supported and encouraged. And it's the amount of women reaching out to me and saying, this is a great idea. You need to come and establish within my community too.
So it's only going to get bigger and better from what I'm hearing. So
I certainly hope so. It has been so far. I'm very lucky.
So let's talk about some dates and set up some ways so people can learn more. When is the next conference?
Yeah. So the conference in Metro West is September 18th and 19th. So the 18th is an evening reception, a VIP reception. We'll have a female comedian, lots of laughs. We kick off the conference with laughter and friendship, and then we move on to the day of, and it's all at the Sheraton in Framingham. They have been really generous with us and great supporters of ours, so we're really grateful. It's the largest venue, and it's not that we're looking for another venue, but I know that we have outgrown that one. And so we'll keep it at this size because it's the intimacy that really is such a unique experience. So September 18th and 19th, you can find us on the web. We do have on the Google. You can find us on the web. You can find us at our website at metrowestconferenceforwomen.org. So the Metrowest Conference is now part of this larger platform of chooselocal.org. And Choose Local is the mastermind behind each of these different conferences that are launching across the country.
Well, that's great. That is, it's just great. Like when we went to you, tomorrow's International Women's Day. Any thoughts
Yes, it is.
on that?
It's a great opportunity to recognize women around the world and be reminded that women around the world are facing the same struggles or similar struggles, and we're all in it together. This year's theme is to find balance, and they're asking everyone to send selfies and snapshots of that. And it is a real time of balance and finding that gender equity. And making sure that we are respecting women, but that we're also respecting the men who are major supporters, like my husband, and the men on our board too. And you, John. I really appreciate you having me and talking about this. It's an important topic, and I'm fortunate that I have amazing men in my life who are incredibly supportive, and I wish that for everyone. But we really need men to model the behavior of lifting and encouraging women, because they provide a voice that is different from our own, as well as recognizing that this international voice is so critical and so important to all of our success in business, in life, and in family, and in community.
Well, Jen Maseda, thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your busy schedule. You're changing the world, and it's fun to watch. I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for your conference. And like I said, you're changing the world, so we're gonna be plugging for you. And anytime you want to come on Good Night, we'd love to have you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All the
Thanks,
best.
Jen. Good luck. All right, we're going to go to another video of the Velvet Ants. We want to thank Jen Maseda for joining us in her Metrowest Conference, and we'll be back right here on Good Night.
Did I say it was okay in here? Still I find it hard to disappear. Disconnected by the atmosphere. Did I say it was okay in here? It's been interference. It's been interference. So it's been interference. Oh, damn day. Did I say it was okay in here? Still I find you might have interfered. Disconnected by the atmosphere. Did I say it was okay in here? It's been interference. It's been interference. So it's been interference. Oh, damn day. It's been interference. It's been interference. So it's been interference. Oh, damn day. Find you, I only wanted to find you. Find you, find you, I only wanted to find you. Find you, find you, I only wanted to find you. Find you, I've seen you flaunt it all and more. I've seen you flickering for sure. I see you falling for my call. Find you, I only wanted to find you. Find you, find you, find you. I've seen you flaunting all so cold. I've seen you flickering no hope. I see you falling for my call, reflected through a waterfall. Find you, I only wanted to find you, find you, find you. I only wanted to find you, find you, find you. I only wanted to find you, find you, find you. I only wanted to find you, find you. With no distractions here at hand, I should be happy where I am. And when I'm in this state of mind, I'm far away, I'm far away. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. The words that fail me once again could offer something that it ends. And when I'm in this slow decline, they fall away, they fall away. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. Time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you. I'll bite the knife and dive in time to save you.
Thanks again for joining us here on Good Night. Special thanks to Jen Maseda from the Metrowest Women's Conference and the Velvet Ants. Let's not forget Coda the dog. We're back on Monday with Kirk Minahan and the 3 GOs. Good night, everybody.